watching our stream, so I thought one ended abruptly.
Danganronpa.
Alright, we're gonna continue on where we left off last time. Is it true? How ugly been spying us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
What do you say? There's no way. But that is what the stuff animal said, right?
Wrong.
Oh,
You're wrong.
There's just no way.
Hey.
Or sucker, if wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you all you.
Huh?
What?
Oh, no!
Look, we're looking for the mastermind.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So you've been lying to us all this time.
Huh?
It's not true. Shako probably being controlled. There gotta be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure you know, right? The mastermind probably felt in her somehow. Shako had no choice but to do as she was told. You talk about you know that for a fact. Because I do know that for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Shako and Monokuma fighting. And that what I heard. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during the fight, I heard Shako said she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
Saw that? The mastermind took a hostage, so you forced to swear loyalty to that right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Shako is our enemy, so your friend who we can trust without question, is that right? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
So the mastermind tool, you absolutely cannot trust him like that.
Impossible.
We can't believe what else she said now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe for a double bluffing. She's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
What are you saying?
Shako would never do that. Okay then, Shako? If we have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well,
I'm sorry.
So I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know. It doesn't make you all the more suspicious.
Please.
You're telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me
Shut
repeat
up.
myself.
I'm finished questioning her.
Come on.
That question. Whether it's about a promise, what did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of the woods.
I see.
I see. So even now, you take an aim on our lives.
Wrong.
You're
You're wrong.
You're wrong. I'm telling you, Shako would never do something.
What the heck?
You don't have to yell when you can. Here, you should fight. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible.
If you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However.
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What?
I'm
going to challenge them. Even if it means both go down, I will defeat them.
sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility. But hold on. What do you mean if we go both down? Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well.
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
But.
So Sakura.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Well, it's nighttime. We just all go to bed.
No way.
Hold on. This whole thing with Sakura is...
Don't make me repeat
over.
myself.
She's our enemy. Therefore, to discuss.
That's terrible.
No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why? Why doesn't anyone understand?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You don't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
What?
But
Anyway.
go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was such the worst. We were in just an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is a spy. She's a traitor. Byakuya says Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? Come on, I came with you. As long as you're human, there will always come a point when you wish to. You could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player in touring Europe. Even a famous singer started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show to make a debut, but instead of going for more, simulating some good rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, as things they like to go back
But
and
I
change.
don't, 'cause I'm a bear. Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. I'm going to the dining hall. Kiddo, are you okay? What do you mean? You're late, so you're worried about you. What? Tuku, Byakuya, what are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here.
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the mastermind too. The mastermind. Are you talking about Sakura? That one, if I noticed, the only one that was in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop
All I
talking.
know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to try to rescue you out of safeguards against that threat. The threat?
What is this?
Why do you hate it so much?
Naturally.
And obvious because this makes things unfair. Unfair. The game should be fair to all players. The system will aspire for the mass by upset that balance.
What the heck?
That is stupid reason.
What
Stupid.
did you say?
This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're stupid, idiot.
Hey,
Before I get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was spy to us?
what the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monica said, an eye for an eye.
However,
That may be part of it, but not the whole picture. Revealing that fact will also meant to serve as the next motive mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicious, the hatred.
in other words,
In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, it will trap the mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, we stand there and argue like children.
but
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just, I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? So we can beat the mastermind, like she said. That go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot, will you ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happened to her? It wouldn't matter.
Huh?
What? If Sakura were to die, that one last person for the mastermind to control, I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would point it would put the whole problem to rest.
What the hell?
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
I should have died. Interesting.
Interesting.
Don't you plan to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after
What
all.
is
You
this?
think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
That's right.
That's exactly what the mastermind wants, and that's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow. How dare she? She would die. She should die 1,000 deaths. No, 1,000,000. So she was another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
What other people call having feelings. Byakuya. And all you can do is mock them for him. What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word and warning. Someday that attitude going to come back and bite you hard.
I don't have time to
And I'll
play with
happily
you.
eluded attempts. So, you know, how about we eat? Maybe now not a good time.
You know?
Well, would Iso left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one. Ooh. So what should I do today? Alright, free time. We probably... Can I come to Kyoko again? Oh, there's no one here. Oh, interesting. I want to talk to Kyoko. The hero. I might talk to hero actually. Well, let's see if I can make it with Kyoko.
Anyway,
I'm busy, I don't have time to waste. Alright, yep, she's still mad. Alright, we don't talk to my boy Hero over here. Oh, man, I meant to do that. Alright, what are you doing? Hell, my boy.
Huh? Oh,
Well,
hey,
welcome.
Makoto.
What's going on? So hang out here for a while? Yeah, we're not spending time.
Well,
You wanna go grab a bite to eat in the dining hall? I'll teach you where all the best power spots are. Hero taught me about all the best power spots. Hero and I grew a little closer today. Would I like to give Hero a question? Yeah, definitely, man. What should we like to give him? I'll give him... make sure. What about some gloves? You want some gloves? I'll tell you whatever I can get my hands on. That's not my style, man. I mean, you like it?
well,
Hey, Makoto, are you familiar with Kamada? It's a tiny little suburb in Tokyo, right? Yeah, I've heard of it. What about it? Well, don't tell anyone I told you this, but they appear there. What does? You're amazed. You're amazed, I think. I have no idea. Dumbass?
what the
Dumb
heck?
jokes don't work for you, man. I'm supposed to be the stupid one out here. So, you're amazed like cryptides? We're talking about cryptides, right? Unidentified mysterious animals?
You know?
You got it, and it just happened to have been a little old Kamada. What kind of cryptides?
How about that?
Terrifying skyfish. In the West, they're usually called rods. They can fly, and they have a thin body and a big white fin. They can move their fins in a wave pattern, which lets them move faster than a naked eye can.
Could it be?
You ever heard of the unnomicurus? Some people think that with the skyfish is all fun. And some others think they are in a life form. It's genetically engineered military super weapon. And I'm scared of hell. But what would they be doing in Tokyo and in Kamada, no less? Nobody knows, but I think they're dangerous. You know how close Kamada is to Haneda airport, right? I don't want to wait till too late. I've been thinking I should call all the airlines. They need to know that there's a way to get rid of those damn skyfish. I know what it is. As long as they can pay my fee, I can keep things safe for them. That's what I'm gonna tell them. I want to do that with you. I see a lot of stereotypes in your future we do. Plus, and not like simple occult. I just don't understand. Once we're all done, I head back to my room for a little while. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting around here. I should go somewhere. We're no fun hero again. There's someone over here. Hello. Hero. Right there, hero.
According to the
I
spirits.
had a dream last night. I saw that the spirit world was going to flood us with energy and save from the school nightmare.
How about that?
It's a prophecy. Take height, my man. I'm sorry, hang on. Yeah, what I know.
You know?
Oh, I got something I want to show you. Get the stigmata on my back.
Hey, come
And a
on.
gift from the gods. Hero showed me a scar in the back, though I didn't really get what it meant. Hero and I grew a little closer today, so yeah, I'll give him a buzz. We'll see what I have. What's going on? Really? That? I don't know. That's real nice of you, man. I'm glad I take it. The fact that you like it that good.
Yo,
I swear how well you and me get along, Makoto. It's like we hang out all the time these days. Is that a bad thing? Oh no, not at all. And since we're such good friends, can I ask you something? Wait, I realized something said now, completely out of nowhere. I feel like I'm about to see the performance of a lifetime.
well,
Same Makoto. How you been feeling down in the dumps? No energy, no spike? Huh, you think so?
you know?
Oh, you don't have to hide it from me. I know what it likes. I've been there. And you know what I recommend? This. What is it?
You know?
A crystal ball. Okay, and so hold on to it for a second. Here. Completely against my will. Here's stuff the crystal ball in my hands.
Well,
What's the think? Nice and cool to the touch. Feel good, doesn't it? Actually, yeah. You can feel the power, can't you? Do I feel it?
how about that?
It's about the timeless Mother Earth.
For serious?
That crystal ball had quite the history. It was found in the ruins of Atlantis. It was literally a priceless one-of-a-kind artifact. The precious item grants enormous power to helicopters, bringing prosperity and peace of mind. The fairy ball had known the touch of Napoleon, George Washington, even Genghis Khan. I think that's probably the single most unbelievable thing I ever heard. Well, I'd like to give it to you as a present. In return, I'd like you to come with me to a little seminar when we get out of here. And don't worry, I see about getting a discount in entry fee, because that's what friends do. But that's really nice of you, and all, but I'm not sure I'm really interested.
How about
Sorry,
that?
to Cristobal, how all I know is you as a proper owner. It wants to stay with you. It's need to stay with you. It had given this up to you. Now you gotta keep a promise. You don't want to know what that thing is done to oath breakers. Okay, I'm counting you, pal. Before you take back to Cristobal, he'll hold you okay. But I could hear him mumbling to himself and caught something about finally made my quota. I really hope I heard him all. He reported about play places with him, so I want to skill crystal prediction. Give yourself pound about young. I decided to go back to my room for a while.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled thing with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. Let's hope nothing happened tonight. Don't jinx it, man. I'm coming for you. Alright. After it climbed off the promised shrimp, the tech support lady refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea of what does, he came back to suggesting us to become a crab instead. I must get one person that love Kudisons. I said no, of course, and she stopped back. Okay then, how about you to make you extra special, you could be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. Well, how that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. Put a annoyed sigh on the other end of the line, and she said, you don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey? Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it. Well, so what? The crab beat the monkey. But it's just some lesson hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys do stuff and moving stuff, but time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are stripping the fashion war, but the crab don't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crab have no place today, like speed war. Do your monkey research, lady? Which is why I should always pop up here.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma!
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one time. We're going to the... Wow, huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Oh my god, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Heel finger shook as he pointed.
Hina! Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You've gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Well, why? What happened? What took her Hina? So all of a sudden, they was yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table, and that led to sneeze.
You SOB!
The giant balloons are a little bit booked, aren't they? I'll even clap, but at least mine are thrilled. And look at my sickly collarbone, and it's just totally sitting on fire. Anyway,
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you're totally not adorable, boy, so get her out of my sight, okay?
My beautiful
I'll start
scissors!
cutting and indulging yourself for who know how long. Oh, okay then, let the Hina do nose off. Come on here, help me. Sure thing. Wee-oo. Gentle Jack, abrasive and laugh. Jason out of the room and we carried the Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina energy in the nurse's office, she didn't even have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. So, super close. If I had a Yara, you'd be dead right now. All thanks to me, you know? Yes, well, it's not thanks to you, so sarcastic. Doesn't make you sound even more hostile. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight and lost my temper, feel like a handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura?
But
At first, I thought it was annoying. You let chick buttholes get to you all the time. Now, never had time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
what the heck?
While thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
Dozen punches away while thinking. And when things get out of hand, Jennifer Jackson got let loose, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, my fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore because she was saying all the terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up in tears. And so the tears were on the brink of spilling over. The door to the nurse office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there, she stood before us.
Hina.
Sakura, you hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, here, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Chill. It all that demented mother's fiend fault.
Damn.
To her, Hina. Damn you. Leave me alone. But hold her. What is this?
How dare you?
What is this? I'm okay, wait. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness.
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this.
They want to hate someone, hate me. They want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive
Why?
this.
Somebody save me. Yo, Jerry triple himself out of you, man. Screaming out in the nurse office, but just a second later. What's going on?
Hey,
What's all the noise about? Go to stand doorway at the nurse office, taking his spot in the room.
It would seem.
I gotta let this happen. Kyoko, please, you have to stop
Wait.
Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not gonna do anything. It's just, I'm drawing a line right here now. Drawing a line.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, wait, Sakura. Hina sprang into action, leading the nurse office to chase after Sakura. The only one left for... Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I
that's
figured.
fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we just discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about
In
it?
other
You
words,
could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but she stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you until you could talk to her. You saw what you saw. That what you were thinking, and that why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah, you think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
What?
Because
Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
You're fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I
I.
may have overreacted. Huh?
Anyway,
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, just forget about it. Oh, okay, thank you.
whew,
That's what we should. Okay. That issue we discussed. It doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something else. What is it you want to talk about?
indeed.
Actually, I'll let you come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So,
Come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but.
shall we go?
Well, then, shall we get going? Before Tempo and indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! I way to catch up to her. She walked away in silence, and in silence I chased her. Eventually, we arrived. The dressing room. So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That right, it had to do with Alter Ego. But you said we didn't need Alter Ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that need Alter Ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something? Hello. Oh, should I shut the two of you? Kyoko and Mikoto? Kyoko finger glided across the keyboard. Is 2 not enough? No, okay, 2 should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask
Indeed.
us? I'll find out, shall we? Kyoko type in the question. What do you want to ask us? Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied. Why? Well, you said my job was done, right? but to just stop there, saying I finished my work. I don't want
I
that.
want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work out hard at everyone else so we can all get out of here. Oh, dang already.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So tell everyone else to solve the mystery at the school.
That's right.
The only way I can help is if you connect me to the school network. But if you did that, that'd basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind will find out about that. They'll find you and they'd. You're right, agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
Otherwise, how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't worry, I understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my career starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the
do my best.
if it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
Do you remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference between a person and a program, right? Yeah?
certainly.
When I talked to Okito, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There will no question that Alter Ego our friend, Kyoko. To be honest, I don't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Looking at Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
yeah, friends, so I want to take your feelings into consideration and say that he want to fight alongside his friends.
now,
Everyone
if...
in their place could just sit by and do nothing in this situation. He saw everyone else fighting and doing their best. Could you just look the other way? Or will you stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friends?
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to
Right.
believe in myself.
I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to
So
me.
please, let me try.
Listen,
Beside the one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place.
that's right.
Remember? There's another place beside here where the surveillance camera. The room where I was surveillance camera at the secret room. That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there were no surveillance cameras in there.
Indeed.
I do believe we connected to that one from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Cowards, just because there are no cameras there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind is monitoring the network somehow. We also have to move Alter Ego and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. They pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to
Despite
do.
all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
We got that our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me kill him? You know why you can hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay, then I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you. You'll bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh, you can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room until you get there. You have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. You could have been implemented. Good. To have been react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I don't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers, so there might be a network cable in them.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hadn't taken already. Well, all we can do is go and check in for
It's
ourselves. Agreed. I'll head back to the secret room. Secret room on the second floor. Let me go to F1 map. The second floor, yeah, second floor. This should be close enough, so...
hey,
Hey, Makoto,
why?
are you sure all the documents gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Go horn up and go. And make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. See, acting. She was so forceful with that, I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why you just stand there? Hurry up and go. Oh, okay, I'm going.
So then,
I'll be through. I'm counting on you. Alright. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cable in this drawer. Found it. There's a network cable. Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. Pulled out the laptop, connected the Ethernet port with the cable. Let's do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it would.
Leave it to me.
So leave the rest to me. I sure I'll find something. Might even be able to connect to the outside world if I can. I'll see if I can call for help. So please wait a little while longer.
Gonna do my best.
So hold tight and put your faith in me. I was about to leave. I decided to leave here with one last quick thing. No matter what, we're going to get out of here. You and all the rest of us are friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even Mia?
Thank you.
Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, well, the documents were gone, like I told you. With the unintentional mix acting of real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Didn't do nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That was for sure. Kyoko.
What?
Yes. So you're still gonna split?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate, phone for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just how more I want to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something had to be done. It's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. You don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
so
Find some new clue that will let you change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. What's a wide up ego?
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only hope option. We put away and I head back to my room. I'm kind of tired, so I lay down in bed. Maybe it'll be because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So for long at all, I had completely dozed off. Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
He understood came to see me, and she was right at the ghost. It sounded like something happened. What? As soon as I heard the word, my heart started to beat a little faster, so I found myself wide awake. He said for us to come to the rec room. Okay, let's wait. The rec room. I can't get the door open. Is it locked? Come on, Hina. Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? There's something not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. When I did, Sakura? Is she unconscious? She sit up in a chair like she bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we going to do?
anyway,
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door locked, right? And we break in the door before I school out.
listen to me.
We're gonna force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door is locked and not locked because the door had a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would
We
seem,
feel like the door is pushed up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair.
in other
Either
words,
way, the door isn't locked, which means, how far I can tell, the wall doesn't apply. Then no problem if we can.
indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the faster way. Okay, I'll go get something quicker, but wait right there. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's unconscious, right? Is he okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. They were only silent, but that silence didn't last long. Here. I found a broom. In the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hold it. Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung it hard as I could and got at the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I struck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair pretty heavy, but if I can I pushed on it with all my strength and I finally did not turn. Sakura! I went up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her, I felt with cold death. I could feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had a better Sakura body. And then
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
All-Star Apologies, Chapter 4, Deadly Life. Alright, investigation time.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. This happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. Wonder, was he confirming that Sakura were dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I had to go get them. I had to go get the others. On shaking legs, Hina left the rec room, and I? Why? Why? Did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated over and over again. I needed to send Sakura's body. As I stood there, motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse, time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Oh, good.
Yes,
So she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura murdered,
Interesting.
and by someone in the very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Kyoko killed her, and not just someone in the room.
It's your fault!
And one of you, Hiro Byakura Toko, one of you killed Sakura. What?
What?
You accused me of us before we even began the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. But you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't
One of you did
forgive
it. I
you.
know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level increased by that much if I get mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come
It's obvious I
on!
need to handle out my little modifier.
It's the Monokuma file!
That right, it's the next Monokuma file.
Yeah!
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh. Sakura and John, the mastermind, to a duel. You and her fought again.
In
Then-
other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant right now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end while even being content to defend things with me. Which, thank God for that, it seemed that the trouble having to go do her with our little fight. Okay, even for someone like me, it would be no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated the rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well,
So I don't know who it
darn.
was, but whoever the bargain is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You're the one. Oopsie, before you get all pissy party at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Because I mean, your life is all at the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them
I
one.
won't
I hate
forgive
him.
you.
I hate this whole thing. Well, for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have the time for your squabbling. Next game, how are you going? If you want to be angry, someone be angry at whoever kills Sakura.
Anyway...
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncover Sakura killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then we decide who will stand the guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina guard number one. Going to need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always the one on my side. This time to stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled up again, shall we? Hold on. For that, something I want to ask you.
What?
Say, what's this? Hiro Byakura Toko. When you guys allowed to step foot in the crime scene?
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
What do you kill
I
Sakura?
won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. I like trying to enough days like yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to see you first, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears for the discussion will be a waste of time. How about a come
It's all
mine?
clear now.
I want to ask you to let all of us in, just let me in.
What?
What? You don't wait here, do you? You both use it anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't wait here. I want to spend my time something with another. Splendid fantasy of foreign master anyway. And you heal? Do you will you check? If you want to go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything that high, so I was like,
It's all clear now.
decided.
What are you saying?
Definitely decided.
Calm down.
I don't know how you feel, but you should agree to this request. But
Hey,
you have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of you who are still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, you want to touch a filthy dead body.
Listen,
There ain't enough fighting. We need to focus on investigation from here on out. I want keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura killer,
listen to me.
always face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, and not a matter of hoping we can do it. Everyone should survive. We have to do it. But a kind of hopeless hope. We have the choice, but to just do it. Investigation. Alright, about to set the modern camp file for anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in a rec room on the third floor of the school. There was evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injury was noted. However, it seemed that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. One can find no point, but I did 2 words such in your handbook.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that? The
so...
only way into the rec room is the door we just came to, and that door should have been jammed shut with the chair for inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out through the door window to like zero escape, right?
In other
In
words...
other words, to cross a lockdown room with a lock room murder. I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever, but it could have really happened in real life. And right before our video, I like this.
Hey,
Alright, Chris, to hear more about what a lock room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down the kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type, when a locked room is created after the actual crime was committed. It simply means that when the killer commits the crime, even though some special methods to the door, it mainly involves some sort of trigger for the locking of the room. Basically, our approaches includes using a string or simple mechanism through a number of variations. So for that, all you had to do is check the door to see if that what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime was committed. Oh,
In other words...
basically to kill you, a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and the fire hand can shoot an arrow to a gap in the door, something like that.
However...
But in that case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that will allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one out of the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it opens up. What do you mean by that?
In other
They
words...
stay hidden, and when the door opens, they use a confuse them blend in with the group. They pretend they show up along with everyone else, and that sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. No,
In other words...
By that I mean they're actually in an organized people or something like that in the room. There's a lot of novel things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mystery, there are the basics. There are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which one of those 4 choices seem that most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question, and that should be our primary focus during the trial. Right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the two behind Sakura definitely stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to constantly investigate how much I can for Sakura and nothing else. Alright, let's check the Sakura body first. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in a chair. The obviously evident blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the modern kill file, she also found the blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lip for sure. So, what would have caused her to find blood? The modern kill file specifically said that she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Started Sakura body by 2 points in your handbook. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused you to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
How your eyes have landed on a more interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, more interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I called it interesting, but it does make me wonder. The recent Sakura vomited blood absolutely had to be connected to why she died. Alrighty, do I poke in the glass on the ground? Do I shards of glass scatter around the shards Sakura City, glass all red, and these are at the top and bottom section of a bottle, right? So they might have originally been a bottle. Glass shard on the floor, but I had 2 words in your handbook. Huh? There's something else on the ground that hit the glass. It's a figure. It fit in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor, but I have 2 words in your handbook. That same stuff for a magazine. There's all different kind of magazine here. still bloodstain in front of the magazine stuff. Like killed by Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far from where she died? Magazine still bloodstained by attitude 2 push-ups in handbook.
What the heck?
We already know he did it.
I won't
Byakuya,
forgive you.
Choco, or Hill, it had to be one of them. They could have stayed aside of her. You cute me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure about finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse office in the morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the morning campfire. She died right around then. I'll tell you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she still wanted to talk to them, and then that's what happened. If I stop her by force, even this would never had happened. Hina, yeah, impossible not to have because now. So I will count up and I do towards him. The fact that she had asked Sochi to meet him with her, she had to come to the rec room at noon. The same time and place she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I saw her with the three of them directly.
However,
Both of Sakura have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down well off fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I want to say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body and mind and spirits. So how would the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They might have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly they would have made you, or they expected to stand a chance against her. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
Like a protein shake and drinking it empty. Suck my head, drink it. I wanna know how much you love with protein. You should mention more than once. Protein was good for all sort of elements.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that too high if I were you. I know. I was sure the protein can. They got a label on us to say Cam 8-2. That might mean so I can mention how the Cam lab had all kind of help stuff. So you might have gotten it from the Cam lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered all around the can? Shards of glass, blue glass. That might be part of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also beneath it. What does that matter?
So,
I can say for sure, yeah, but you're probably going to want to take notice of that. I feel like it'll become a political clue later on. Political clue, I'm not sure, which is how empty protein chicken about 2 push-ups in hamburg. Byakuya.
What?
What do you want? You bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect yet. But what fool would do that? Wait, what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by a monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shred and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya, so you didn't go see her, that's the truth. Well, to throw it away, I have no choice but to accept the fact.
Come on.
You're an orphan, please remove yourself from the site. Oh, okay, thanks. Byakuya, can't have an attitude to push such a handbook. The show was solo against the door now, so we couldn't get the door open. Other than any kind of string mechanism was used on the door. In other words, no reason to think that she had anything special done to it. Or shut the door. The door is the only way out of the black room. The door shouldn't have a lot of lock. You know, ever that been running up and never with. Only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened of course when I broke it to get inside. You know, ever any kind of string mechanism when you do the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having the stand put the door in the chair, no doubt the reason the door didn't open, simply because the chair was up against the wall. We kept the door down for turning and door for opening. I don't know evidence of the door and chair being tempered with or anything like that, so it pretty much created a locked door from the inside, not from the outside. The back room door had been added to for such a handbook. And he showed the crime she's out with some possible already except more. It's like some kind of apple.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Oh yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. A candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Sunset Jack had attacked me, right? So after you had to turn this off it, I gave it to her. I thought that might help her calm down a little. So I gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
I want Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I give it to her. And now they lost all the flavor. You know. Polka dot candy wrapper. I did 2 boys sesame handbook. Alright, some more. Oh, I did. Do a 4 red bottle line up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of modern human figure. And one is how they get the figure inside the bottle.
So...
You know, different when you stand and sip in the bottle. Huh? You know, with the bottle open and salt and the place inside. You never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other
So
words,
this is the monochrome fuzz of that. And a monochrome bottle is real. Monochrome bottle have been added to 2 sets of the handbook. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The monochrome bottle sitting on the shelf. The monochrome figure was found on the ground. The red shards of glass would probably start out at a bottle, but the mean shotgun would have been hit in the head with a monochrome bottle, right? So the glass and the monochrome figure are evident of that. So I think it's safe to say the monochrome bottle was the weapon. Up for more here already. Clock, it's a little clock. Around 1 o'clock right now, we're going to Montreal, second day on 12. Maybe it's a look an hour ago, with that when Kyoko while over Hawk we go. It's that same sort of, yeah, there's all different kind of magazine here. The only way now we have to do that. Lock it out, it's the more at the crime scene. Oh, the locker. Not the locker door. Wait, the locker's open. And on the inside, it's a hamper.
why?
What a hamper do here? It like some kind of. So, like someone touched the inside the locker, and it left the hamper and all the
It's
rest.
true.
And it was quite fresh too. I see someone hiding there in the locker, left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hidden there until the locker room will open, don't you think? And then all the creatures will pop out and join the rest of us.
Wrong.
Fortunately, not about the room. Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Go open up the door. Look inside the room, right? Oh yeah, the locker will always open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden them. Yeah, so then, what did the handbook mean? Block the handbook have attitude, so is that the handbook guy?
Listen.
Well, Mokoto, how you feeling with your journal investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So
Then
then,
you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard too, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
That's why I decided you go into my place. She's excited. She got a lot more pussy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to talk to the second one to meet with 2 other people. Need to hear what they have to say. Alright. Let me find Hero and Toko. Or Genocide. Alright. The other 2 people went back to the rooms. Alright, cool. So Hero we go all the way. Oh, the Toko right here. I got the doorbell. And after a few seconds,
Who's there?
the most negative oil element I ever felt. Oh, it totally
Well?
decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she went in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
I'll stay ignored. Toko slid out into the hall.
What do you want?
Oh, what do you want? You say you want to talk to me about something? I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with them. Yeah. But she wanted to meet with Master too. Oh, I just said too, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So okay, you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I wait to believe her? Well, until I can prove it away, I have no choice but to accept that fact. If that good enough, then I'm going back to my room. That Toko quickly retreated to her room. So Toko kind of an attitude. Oh, so she's a hamburger. good audio. I press doorbell. The 3 seconds.
You know?
What's up, kiddo? Do you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. What about how Shaka wanted to meet with you?
What?
Well, how do you know about that?
Could it be?
Or did you maybe gaze in my soul? Have you special ability awakening you? Well, I'm not the only one who wanted to see me with. Oga told me yourself that she asked Byakuya and Toku to come with. What? When did Shaka tell you that?
What?
Oh, well, she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, note. She,
How about
she
that?
gave it to me in person, and she have to mention that, like, I'm impressed. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all
no way, I
wrong.
totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogo when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse office.
don't look at
I should
me.
have said then. While I'm here, please tell me the note she gave you. Probably still have it. Let's see. Yo, throw it in her pockets.
Hey, come
sorry,
on.
I don't have it anymore. The big goofy smile on her face, he pulled a hand back out of the pocket. When he did, I saw a flutter to go. Something that fell out of her pocket. Huh?
Huh?
Oh. Grip at the wind. He'll snatch it back up again and sew it back into the pocket.
Hey, come
Oh,
on.
sorry, so the bit of trash I forgot to throw away. Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Oga asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me, before waiting for a reply, he'll quickly stuck it back in the room. He said that was just trash, but no way that all there was to it. Pack the trash bag to 2% of your handbook. Alright, so I heard from Toko to heal. What next? I definitely had to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, we wish to find out more about the protein can on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it might have come from the chem lab, so we should start. Alright, so we're going to go to the chem lab, I guess. Which is on the 4th floor.
What?
Well, Kudo D, have your eyes on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think that what you... Wait, I think what you meant to say was, yes, sure, I understand. This isn't my first time seeing itself, but I still can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Like, these cells have been connected together to make one giant cell. More importantly now, what's it powder that's been spilled in front of the cell? I have to be careful not stepping in. There are a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave it for a friend. There are a broken bottle in front of the cell. Is it where all the powder came from? The like the bottle had a label on it. Kim C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I wonder if I wanted to check things out, and after point, the room was like this. Then the powder might have been spilled.
So, in other
It
words,
could have only been around the time of the incident. That way is when it happened. I'll be leading to the kitchen now. Choice of the powder have been added to report session handbook. Let's see, what on this cell? There are all kind of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein treatment found in the rec room probably came from the cell. All the container on the cell are labeled with the letter A, not the name. So I guess I can consider the part of the supplement until section A. Just say, wait. The one bottle here that labeled Kim C9. Can someone have put it on here on accident? So on this stuff is like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Placed on later using an experimental brain about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Is that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics are no practical applying application of the real world?
that's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser which is supposed to shoot you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the self. All the container on the stuff are labeled with the letter B and a number. So you can consider the part of something into section B. I don't see anything out of order here. In this case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the self. The self is one look and I can tell enough invitations of chemicals. They're like poison or other powerful chemicals. All the container on the self are labeled with the letter C and the number. So I guess I can consider the part of the self into section B. C. I should try to find out more about the supplement unit. It's split into 3 sections. Section A had dietary supplements, section B had reagents, section C had lethal chemicals. Second one had gotten the protein out of section A. Well, consider me that section A that in section A, the bottom of the level section C. Yeah. Second one, move out. No, I'm joking. No. How about that? What about a bottle of poison in section C doing in section A? Definitely something going on here. So, Cam Lab 7 added 2 boys section handbook. Alright. Put the footprints here. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How did the footprints relate to the casino as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer? With an insufferable smoke, you handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go chop chop. Oh, okay. So I had to look, and before long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business in the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, and whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
The footprints might be
It's certainly
are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes now. I can feel the size myself. I couldn't think of the reason not to, so I quickly did what the accurate said. I see your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, but without clear deep inside, it should be quite easy to tell me who they do belong to. Then the prints are way farther the clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There are a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. We may know a broken bottle. Like the bottle had labeled KMC4. Also, like something left, some footprint of powder. Based on the position of the print, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. You okay, proof you? According to Byaku, the bottle will have been spilled right around the time of the incident. You okay? Alright. What's wrong? What are you doing? Are you in heat? Alright, I don't know. Go to Byaku, the powder will have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That all I can tell for now. So, for spilling, the powder have been added to the 2 boys' sensory handbook. I will take a good look at the cam lab. Maybe I should take another look around this back room. Around the back room. Wait, ain't the vacuum? Oh yeah, the vacuum down more, I think. Wait, did I not leave? Did I do that shit? Yes, alright. I don't know all of that. Fine. The back room is... Wait, the back room? No, the back room is all on the other side and stuff.
Hey,
Someone could have hired investigating going. I told him Kyoko and Toko and Hira had told me.
I see.
So long with Byaku, they both claiming they didn't see her, but they're all too convenient. Someone will be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I made some progress tomorrow. Soccer body, the self-magazine, the monochrome bottle. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Kyoko said the magazine said hiding influence sometime. Clue. Huh? The magazine upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
Something because you asked them, but for you to put that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I pick up in the inverted magazine, flip through it. And this is on top of the pages near the center of the magazine, what I'm written in bold, bloody letters. It said, Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, it is
So,
indeed a dying message. Some of you the finger writer. A dying message.
however,
So to be clear, I'm not the one who would put it back upside down. They were all like that when I found it a little while ago. Mr. Put it back, shut the other father. Look at the other who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it was.
What the heck?
Then see the killer, right? Well, I haven't confirmed yet.
I won't
It's settled. See the
forgive
kill for sure. That conclusive evidence, right? From you to counter the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. Anything might. It makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message. To put it to your handbook. Alright. Said I think Kyoko said she found a new clue on finding the monochrome bottles. Something new.
hey,
So, do you figure that? There are hidden correlations between all the bottles. Very careful attention, you're sure to find a correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I
so,
don't mind guiding you toward clues, but give me my conclusions to a good idea. Each person you can do their own conclusions that I can have confidence in the outcome. And not so because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise I would have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monochrome bottle have been out there in 2 boys such a hamburger.
hey,
Actually, the one other thing about the monochrome bottle that bothered me, I like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment. When
anyway,
you got up all the pieces of the broken monochrome bottle, try to get the small pieces too. Huh? Are you sure okay to mess with the crime scene like this?
that doesn't matter.
I'll wait down to investigation, so fine. And now Noxus Byaku are not here, so
then,
anyway, I need to get something from this camera. I'm gonna try to get up all the glass. That Kyoko left the room. We don't know what this is about. But what choice do I have? I better go just do it. Enter the bottle room, dustbin, and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And so I just fill it up. Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Everything ready? Lucky coin. Getting to work. So what kind of experiment are we
in
doing?
other words,
I got a scale from the camera. We're gonna use the compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The piece of glass compared to the one of the monochrome bottle that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen,
First, compare the weight of 2 of the normal monochrome bottle. It's balance.
In other words,
Which means his Monokuma bottle weighed down the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figure inside a basically the same, and nothing else can weigh affect the weight.
so then,
Now he can multiply. For all the PG bigger on one side of the scale. Now it might be expected to see. Well, no exception would be either way to balance out, or the piece I collected would be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but the chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then we'll give it a try. Huh? The book and pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
So I thought. What?
In other
We
words,
saw the experiment and the correlation between each of the bottle, put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all to you. Monokuma bottle experiment have been added to 2 persons in handbook. Alright. Yeah, alright.
so,
It's like a protein drink and empty. So I might drink it. Oh, I know how much you love for protein. But still, there's protein can. I really want to say camera A2. This is my got it from the camera.
hey,
But you see what's scattered around the can? Sort of like blue that's been part of it. I think that got where I go to. I gotta look after Kyoko again.
in other words,
So we saw that spin the correlation between each bottle, put it all together. I believe you arrive at both very first.
Hey.
So I think all on you. The experiment showed that the piece of glass on the floor was heavier than the intact Monokuma bottle. And the bottle all have something in common. The experiment are all part of the secret hidden there. We'll check back at this again. Something new.
hey,
The head close but all the bottom page will potentially show you found out. Correlation. I don't know what the bottle have in common. I don't understand that we saw the experiment. Compare the weight of the book and bottle piece to a completely intact Monokuma bottle, but it will clearly heavier. What does that mean?
so,
So we saw the experiment and correlation between each bottle put all together, and I believe you're right at one page first.
Indeed.
So what do you think it all to you? We'll see what else we need to go, I guess. Very good now. Nothing fucking there. Nothing fucking there. Directing, right? Maybe we need to go to the camera again, I don't know. The gym not from the detail. Or maybe we need to first talk to these people.
I won't forgive
I'm
you.
sure of it. That actually proved we got to kill a good Conan now. Was it the body again, I guess? According to Coco, there's something. Oh yeah, we did. Something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a
Just
second.
staring up in space is going to help you figure something out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think there might be? Wait, don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
Didn't know getting around it. Or like me, Kyoko did. We call out the thought of touching a dead body, so completely emotional. The kind of thing I go personally used to. Although there is some time I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine because I have plenty of opportunity to touch that body in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look at her shoes.
correct.
You see that yellow part on the end step? Yeah, where it stands out.
I
That
see.
part of clue number 1. Yellow powder have an attitude to push in the handbook.
Hey,
Next to the wound to her head, look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that it was incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would
It would appear
seem.
that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting. What you say, and then one more interesting.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. The opportunity to don't reach the button on
It's
either one.
true.
That what I learned when examining the body in detail. Kyoko examination summary have been added to 2 points in the handbook. I can't believe she was able to learn all that stuff by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have put that off.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Oh, hold on.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I?
Hold on, guys.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh my god. Oh my god, already.
See you soon.
It over time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At that point, whatever happened will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happened. I have to make something happen. Alright, boop, right. Class trial, what is this? Monica made an announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then, the ultimate martial artist, a locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, actually, I recently discovered the power of emoticons. No matter how awkward something is, every time it's fine, but it turned positive.
Yes,
For
indeed.
example, you had a picnic, you find a dead body. Just plain creepy. And
Well,
how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, you put it aside, it makes it super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
Wait, that does make him seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Out then, please get through the elevator. I'll see you all down there. Well, what the hell is that? I don't get it.
Just the
I don't
worst.
get you guys. How can you ask a casual how murder someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm asking.
Don't be mean!
Well, I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. In fact, there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yes, someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. We made my way toward the elevator. Where each step I took, I felt like I was moving farther and farther away from my goal. I could feel a shivering fear on each one trying to make me rough from the inside out. But how many times do I do this? It never gets any easier. I climbed until I was still pressing in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin a sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering all too familiar clucking sound. It fell lower and lower, naturally always. The ride were over. The doors open once again. Just the six of you, huh? Really?
This is
That's so
kind
few.
of-
You must be so lonely. You see that like not your fault. We all that left. I wonder will the class trial end with one last classmate again, or will you see the light come to an end completely?
Now then.
Nothing. Are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the fourth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Alright, yeah, we're gonna save obviously. Why wouldn't we save? Alright, we're gonna set skills. We have some more skills. Crucial position to increase the argument to 3 statement or less. Effective during the non-stop debate in the bullet time battle final class 5. Dang, already. That all we have? Oh yeah, that all we got. Class trial, alright. Right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
You know, we're sure that one of those three is the killer, but somehow has some reason for believing that. Make you argument. Alright. What about the awkward killer?
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Maybe.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only
Reason you have for accusing us?
No, that's wrong.
Oh, please, so fuck.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Ina. The good reason to suspect all three of them. Does that not mean one of them did it? So, rock pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with, there's no way that one of you is
I don't deny that I never
Went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah!
Same here. I never.
No, that's wrong.
But
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What? What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
but what Hiro said can be right. Because Sakura could have gotten the candy after they to the nurse office. At least I know that is... what's that about the candy?
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. Got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a message
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Oh, hold on. But when Kyoko found the message with the dying message, and it was...
I got it!
myself, yeah.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found a dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Alright, make an argument. The about the magazine dying message, right? Yeah, that part.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Alrighty.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
They say you saw the dying message because by the product guy, the parent rolled the magazine.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Well,
Shoot!
alright, yeah, alright.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine when I pulled it out, I saw her final.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
I found that it was only after the investigation. I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when
Ogre's body was discovered.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly
when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you it was only after the I found the
magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Well, doubt it. No, I actually do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Hey man, damn it. Yeah. Oh no, wait, it's 4 times.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Final strike.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I will ask a couple of other people to meet as well. Oh, okay. Would you like to eat the candy? It might help get you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
That's the boy me, like, what?
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So is that... Oh. So what is that Hill did that doesn't make sense? What he would have... What he would have had to do after writing the message doesn't make sense. Right. Yeah, why did Maxine hit him?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
So they would have it, and the only one choice, it was Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
What?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case yet. Hiro is the real killer. I have to prove that. Also, dude, alright.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby.
Okay, yeah.
And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Alright.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Shoot!
Oh, it's at once, right?
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby.
But hold on. Let's check. So status of her body. Oh no, it's the examination.
And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind.
And you only hit
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma
Oh,
bottle.
there were 2 Monokuma.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottle, I feel like it's going to become clear. That can actually be it touches at the Monokuma from the side. Each bottle holding, yeah, the chest piece. Oh, hey man, gamut. Oh, this is easy. Chest piece. I need a C, boy. No, it's a C. Come on, C. Chest. Chest piece. Can I just do all over? Oh no, I have to do it now. Piece, come on, piece. E. I'm gonna go E. C and another E.
Now I understand. That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
So the king and queen.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that went missing. They were broken.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
We're trying to see if we can bottle and evidence proves like this. We're gonna figure it out before. It'll be weight of the bottle.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
You can reveal that the second missing on the model involved in the case. Often used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Oh, wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, not ridiculous, no. Any food I so took hiding in the room. I have it selected for anyone to find it. You know, I added a board time, by the way, to hear more. Absolutely. Right, so far you've probably been pressing the left now button until you found the track right out the second time. But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your findings as well. Now you have to shoot the proper 2 boards used during your cube degrades. You start it the same way during the non-stop debate, so you put the Q button starting on the mouse wheel. Also, like the debate, if you launch difficulty set to kind, you have a few boards to choose from. But for education purposes, you're gonna pretend you set to meaning color, set to once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway to the game now. Go on. Well then, good luck and have fun.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
strike. Alright.
That's enough!
Class strike. Class strike. Freak on the ground.
That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you.
So, no, and not, can I slow it down?
That's enough!
It would the... Oh no, lock a handprint. Oh my god, I can't do it.
I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough!
Glass on the,
That's enough!
I can't.
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
What you mean?
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Check good. Keep talking like that. And
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you had some words for Hero on
What's
that one.
wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the
You got it.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Is that kind of ditching there? So we kill in front of the shelf. Second slot. Sakura in the column. Just like I thought it was. It was a chair.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right.
Let's start it some then chair going forward, yeah, so do that.
You were taken by surprise. So you smashed her.
You got it.
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That had to be it. The evidence I proved the attack from the magazine itself. Body, bloodstained.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
There isn't no way of Toko hiding in the locker because the locker I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Three weaknesses are important. If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's...
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then
Then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sa. I can't think of any. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
If anyone played an kind of film, we'll have to be with them there.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it?
if it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Shoot!
I refuse to give up yet.
Not quite sure.
What was it that
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sa. I can't think of
Anything other than the shot to her head.
I think so. Check on possibility. Yeah.
Shoot!
What about the strong? Look your head out. Oh, maybe the vomiting of blood has something to do with this.
if it wasn't from Genocide Jill,
Then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sa. I can't think of
Anything other than the shot.
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
but if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
What a poison put I could just sort of. I'm sorry, no, we got it. You want to see himself at all the shut line positive. It was Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to her lips.
Master!
It was a shock at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch. But if it was the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was so calm and ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Go to the bottom from the ocular and scoop out a bit of the content on finger. Stas a finger to a tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison will actually fill the protein powder, which would mean that comfortably the poison might have been in. Could it be in? One hangman Kamet. Oh, what would it be? Protein something. Oh, yeah, T guys, T. Yeah, E and protein drink, protein drink.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
They were not sure who switched them. It had to be what we found in front of the shelf. It was the footprints, right? Footprints. Footprint in the bottle.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, not the only people who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
The footprints must be in. Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I can find the size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long until you figured it out? Until I can recover the full truth of this case. Alright. Give it in the powder, came out shell, shows the powder.
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Yeah.
And you spilled some of the powder on the.
Yeah. When I grabbed the okay, and I moved from section C to section A, and
What?
that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder.
I'll be back.
Then I took the bot and left the cats all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
The camera will the footprint just with the facing. Activate counted doors.
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I
Okay, and then
I moved from section C.
C to section.
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't know I left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of
It had
glass.
sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of glass. The shard of light blue glass. Go find a lot of poison. I think I know that. Looks something the same shade of blue. Do like window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where would it got the bottle of poison shot then where I put the actual window? According to what Hina told us. Maybe it's just air of the south. No, it's just a sea of the south. No,
shoot!
yeah, it was just an AR.
What's... I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
The reason that she can say that is because the evidence, the proof that someone bought the protein can directly after it opened.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room was unlocked!
When the locked room was unlocked, I don't know where they went up the window. That's what it comes from now.
When it comes to that there's not a doubt until the
Locked room, it absolutely was not.
So you're someone plant? No. It had to have been in there. It had.
Had to be. It was in.
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. He also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one that got the poison from the camera when it brought it to the rec room had to be here. Hina. No, it was... No way, huh? It was actually, Sakura.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, not like Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko always showed me the evidence I need. I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make it separate.
a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
When I kill Sakura, you could take out to me being Sakura and a lot of poison and solve the steal the locker room. Only one way to explain it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Yeah, of course.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I had to go get them. I had to go get the others. I'm sick of these. You don't have to after them.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I gotta. What? Oh, good. Oh, so she dead, huh? Sakura been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
I'm actually feeling stuck. Right. So Sakura complete the note to everyone and to Byakuya. I'm gonna be sure when it comes, I go with Dr. Hyoto, and I want another person and I'll Byakuya. Already, so until we got to the rec room, we hit somewhere I hid in this, what would I know to come out here? This, right? Where was this? What one was it? Oh, the night first. Yeah, it was the night first. Alrighty, yeah, whatever. Toko. Point of view of Maka came out with this to do with what I see now. Put it back upside down. It was the Queen that time. We'll actually kill some team now. Someone on the floor in this, like I thought it was someone grabbed. So we want to switch the bottle of poison. Oh no, pick up that.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
What do you mean? It took out the record when it hit someone. Yeah, it hit right there, right? Or is it... That was... Maybe I switched.
Here's exactly what happened. But one of them headed... She got there one step ahead of...
Yeah.
found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Nice, alright. The whole point sound. BBA.
Okay, I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
So Mon came up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one that killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My
Okay,
entire...
hold on here.
What
So
did you
cold
say?
Truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why do you try to cover what happened? If the truth had to come to light, you had died along with us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you, why did you do that?
Don't be
Yeah,
mean!
you died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died, because already you pushed her into a corner, you all killed her. So that why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We had to atone for our sins. Okay, everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious, that's
What is
you
this?
don't understand. Don't let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. So brutality made me desperate. So instead of wanting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Thinking back, I started seeing it coming. Well, right after Children Checker attacked me, Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You try to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closer friend got cut. So Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura, that's so responsible. It's not everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she has to meet with them.
Huh?
You guys to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I still want to talk to them.
But
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Hina, please don't think of things like this. Like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
They're friends. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you should talk to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet.
why?
And yet. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. While asking her a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive
Do you have any idea how desperate she was? Seeing you out like that? That what her suicide note means. So it says that wanting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. That how far you push her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait, why here? I'll help you out.
Hina.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I like some protein. Could I ask you too? Yeah, you got it. So hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the camel out to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that when I realized, I saw that someone had taken something from the poison cell for Sakura. So I went back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura,
Please!
let me in. Please open the door.
Why?
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 Why did she have to die? She had her weaknesses, so like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blame her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that should add to the weight that she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her, all of us. We pushed her into the corner. We murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that way you try to lead us astray. You did your best to make her arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of regrets, but even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I can now face after
Hey!
this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt, right? When you're about to deliver the final tear sugar, but
Hey!
it should take so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What do you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what you were thinking, because her and me.
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think that the entire foundation is shaky? What for really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
It's suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. But Hina's already...
Too bad!
Oh, with that one. It all me, baby.
It's true!
It's the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put it in a will.
Huh?
But then... You lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. Wait, it's not so dirty. I just thought I'd liven up things a bit.
Well now.
I can't help. You totally took my little scrambles at face value. Then you had Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it!
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the one checking each other around.
Here.
Heck, even if the will had factor in, still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then what is right in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked for your benefit. I will read it in my melodic, elegant, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
So
Hey!
haven't you ever been crazy about the whole suicide note things? You killed with the idea of leaving her a note when you killed yourself in the first place.
But hold
And
on!
it's just so unfortunate. Killing yourself is so final, you know? You can now hear the rest of the stories. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the will.
Enough already.
Could you go on with it, please?
Yes, indeed!
Okay, gee, talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Well, final night in a strange school that the mastermind came to
You
see.
see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family have watched over it for over 300
I couldn't
years.
let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
Hell, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made a mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, therefore move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the instant for Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. Mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching anyone fight with such a spear, praying so desperately to stay alive, saw the weakness in my own heart, a mistake of succumbing to the mastermind, and more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that way, Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret. Remain everyone else hate her, but decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But fortunately, they're not enough. This won't end with me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an application to get the situation under control, and to fail the application, I decided to do as the Mastermind had commanded. I would do as I was told and commit
But
murder.
I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demanded that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. That I'm willing to give you.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel concerned. Didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She did it in her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That way she killed herself. She took death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. She sacrificed so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can drop the Mastermind plan, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm just sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show it myself through action and not words. Hopefully then they will see
I
it.
never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling were like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She tried so you guys wanna try to kill each other, but you end up doing it anyway. Thanks to her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
You deserve all the blame. I won't blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Phew. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, the next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you were in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura death wasn't a
Say
waste.
what?
But you made it remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who never work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This all because of misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do
What
you
the heck?
want?
That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? The current game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. You're absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? Oh, this is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game, which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own life to deny the reality of the game. This them, who appeared the other have cast aside the fear for the game.
Don't make me
There's no
repeat
point in
myself.
participating in that game, which had lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
Well, what's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear
That is
now.
to heap the harshest possible punishments onto the one that who thinks they control me. But Byakuya, that doesn't mean don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. Is that what you're thinking? Well, Master goes, I go. As the Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone?
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How point? But nothing good to come of this. Still gonna be the one having this fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, don't forget about the good for nothing backstabber. Get back on track.
You want me to
At the
punish you guys?
At the moment you all been waiting for, punishment time.
what?
Wait, but Sakura attacked her to kill, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna.
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens no! Check out the black and the dead on me. I can just 7 whatever. Always do not one. Did I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule.
Listen up.
By spending my time preparing my special punishment, it'll be shame to let it go the way.
Yahoo!
For my special punishment, I will put a special guest. A special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
You captivate a destroyer. You. So
Oh,
him into the mingle hunk of junk.
Phew.
Ew, that way took it out of me. Maybe I could grill up a plate of the chicken. After all, they say for a post-workout club, chicken with an app. Yeah, I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boil, give it a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled it with that. Okay.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my career started to grow. You might think I'm such some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. All the eagle was wished to do my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up to my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What next? Friends with a beta basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend, and you killed him. Is this what you called an animalism, where soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out or sneaking.
Just as I thought.
So, you funny notice him.
Actually,
Funny? No, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew you were doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward. Honor you being able to unlock so much difficult.
Hey,
So, of course, I didn't care you got reactions to that. But sneaking into the network was too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being able to help everyone. I want to work out hard at everyone else so that we can get all get out of here. Okay, Eagle wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And with that, he was killed. Yeah, the punish time had made me feel a little billion times better.
very nice.
Experience and meaningless death is so soothing. It made me remember that every low can even get lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they'll make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you super mad. Like, reasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read that postscript.
What?
Postscript.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a bit more left with Sakura note.
Huh?
Huh? Who to have your attention? Okay, then here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for a diligent tones of you truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully you're after a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What? What? A clue?
Hina.
I spoke with the mastermind off and on, and the whole time I've been here, and so I learned one thing, which is the mastermind had done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another one, and we would have been deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What?
You can't just stop it. the most important part. Kid, me playing bumble and tumble, huh? Make you somebody you don't even fucking know, huh?
You
That's the
guys?
whole point, stupid. Is to get back at all your hard and you resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura note. Like I will let any of you greaseball have it.
Huh?
But
Too bad.
hey, sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
Where's it now?
What?
The one I thought mine in a note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. That's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares about what some dead muscle head had to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. Okay, sorry to get some rest, you know? Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you wake up free from the regrets of the outside world? Woohoo, think about that. Think long and hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us solve this mystery to school. Mastermind did something to us. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? After Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plan a bomb on us or something? And if we try to leave the school, it's just a sensor go off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class started over, Monica and gone.
But...
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else should do other than do we head back up?
Oh,
yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But I, you know, I still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery, some like you could pose it absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost that to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the one that figures everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? Having at least a point where I need someone to apologize to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. But then I'll try.
Huh?
That told you were annoying, right? This captures him.
No.
No. I cannot suffer this. Someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
Well, what are you talking about? That's absolutely not what happened in here. Or would I go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Ball?
What the heck?
I call you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
I see.
Clearly you still have a death wish. More biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No.
Stop fighting, Master. You're making me jealous. I want to abuse. Give and take me. I guess not that. So he's want to act like friends. Well, that's how it is for now. And so, Sakura class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope Peace Academy, but the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime has descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I can't remember the last time I've fallen into a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber to a hazy half consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It will unlock. You'll please kill us. It will unlock? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. Well, what time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m. Why would Kuroko waking me up at this hour? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favorite?
So...
Remember when Sakura said at the end of the note? Unlike gonna just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. In other words, we're gone. What the? It was we vibrated to my half-hazed days here at the data center. I thought it would lock. On the 4th floor, we don't go there next. F1. I made my way into the after hours of school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I ran up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That way, she says to meet me. Is she maybe inside already? Before I handed the door, we pushed the amount of force. It did open. I tried again, but it might be locked. What was Kyoko said? They sit on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? God.
Damn it!
Break into the locker room at an incredibly prohibited adult chicken, no? Oh, I was just... You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right?
Hey!
But I can see that you don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. Alright, you might think in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? But no, nothing like that. It's 2 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and get back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko.
You two?
You two?
You guys?
Whatever, the 2 of you, just get back to bed. I'm possibly exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
So you gotta... Come on, Makoto, head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? Well, you're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's go. Oh, okay. Yeah, go on. Get out of here. Shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then?
Goodbye.
So goodbye. Hold on. Listen, what was that all about now? So me up, made me go to the data center, which just happened to be locked. They show up late, and we would leave checking in, check the same thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Just sure. And then, that would over. But I turned to leave.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Go right next to me once again, so soon right here.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Chapter 4, All-Star Apologies. The end. So my student is 6, but we found another one, so 7, right? So we continue. We see the auto one person. Nice. Yeah, I want to save.
Mukuro
Alright guys, there we go. We were in the stream here today. And see you all next time on the next stream. Fight a one